Welcome back to the interview. I'm Gene Marrano. Our guest is Cyrus Pace, Executive Director of Jefferson Center. And you mentioned about your 10th season coming up in Chapman Performance Hall. Some special things coming up?
No question. We're celebrating 10 years in Chapman Performance Hall, 10 years of great performances, 10 years of relevant programming that's accessible to this community. As I mentioned before, it's a big deal that you can spend $45 and come in and see Wynton Marsalis and the Lincoln Center Jazz Orchestra. It's a big deal that you can come in and see Esperanza Spalding 2 weeks after she won a New Artist Grammy, beat out Justin Bieber. And so we're going to be celebrating 10 years in Chapman. It's going to be a great year.
And Dylan Locke, who has a lot to do with that programming, there's been so many different genres and different types of music at Chapman Performance Hall. How important has that been for Roanokeers to see people, that might otherwise not even come through Roanoke?
You described that incredibly well. I think Dylan Locke does an exceptional job of connecting this community to artists that matter. Even if they're not always 100% sure who the artist is, they maybe don't have the name recognition. He's exceptional at making sure that his series is engineered and structured in a way that there's someone you know, there's someone you don't know that you're going to end up loving. And the CD sales that those people make as people are walking out of the door is amazing, because people go, wow, I just had no idea,
Yeah, you sort of develop a trust in the programming at Chapman that it's worked in the past and you've liked what they've done, so you kind of go on trust sometimes.
I think that's right. Our season ticket sales last season were better than they've ever been, and we expect the same for our 10th season. People buy the Jazz series, they buy the Star City series, they buy the Family series because they know they can trust in Dylan's ability to put together a series that's going to resonate with them every time.
I want to go through some things. Jefferson Center is now home to the Music Lab, which used to be the Downtown Music Lab.
Right.
And it's helping to bring, to expose kids to music, and also music production, the business side of music.
Right.
And it gives you a chance to kind of further keep your hand in the education game. Talk about the Music Lab, who's using it. I know now that you're able to get some of the guest artists to come in and do sessions with the kids. Esperanza Spalding has done it, Victor Wooten.
Right. It's probably the most exciting thing that's happening at Jefferson Center, because it's the thing that resonates deepest with the staff at Jefferson Center. It's the thing that resonates deepest with the community, and it's the thing that resonates deepest with the children and students. So it's an opportunity for 6th graders to 12th graders to come after school from 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock Monday through Friday, and learn to record their music and learn to write music and learn to play music, and meet other musicians from varied backgrounds who are interested in very varied kinds of music. And this season alone, Esperanza Spalding in the Music Lab, Chick Corea doing a master class in the Music Lab with 2 great musicians. These opportunities that students are getting here to have real contact with musicians who have made it, who are making a statement in the artistic world. That's just something very special about Jefferson Center, the fact that we're able to do both those things in one venue. The Music Labs have been very successful.
There's a Music Lab label. You're recording CDs there. I know I was talking to the band Savannah Shoulders.
Right.
I think they recorded the CD there. I think Suite 325.
Also recorded, and then Judy Jackson, of course, who's a PH senior, is about to graduate high school, Patrick Henry High School. Just finished their CD. Judy and the Giants did their CD release party at Kirk Avenue Music Hall. Sold it out, and we'll probably sell out the CDs that we had duplicated for them. And it's important for me to mention that what those students are learning through that process isn't just about music. It isn't just about this is what it takes to do a CD. This is how much it costs to duplicate a CD, or this is how you market a CD. It's about developing the discipline necessary to follow a project from the beginning to the end. Whether or not those students end up being lifetime musicians and at 45 years old are playing with some famous musician really doesn't matter to me at all. What matters to me is whatever they choose to do in their life, they do it with the same discipline and the same concern and the same dedication that they've shown through this process.
Speaking of CDs, you recorded the CD recently with your brother James.
Yeah.
Shazam.
Yeah, Shazam.
How much fun is that to do projects with your brother?
It's really great. The CD, we feel really good about it. Great drummer from Charlotte, originally from New Orleans, originally from Los Angeles. O.C. Davis came up and did the recording with us, and he is exceptional. The CD is a lot of fun. We're getting a lot of good feedback about it, and it's great to be able to share music with with a brother. And
No fighting during the recording?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's usually about volume. You know? He says the guitar's always too loud, and I say the organ is always too loud. You know?
He plays the organ, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, a couple questions. We have a couple minutes left. You were the coordinator of fine arts in Roanoke City. Talk about the work that people like Joanne Steele, who just won a Kendig Award for her work. She's a music teacher at Fishburne and James Madison. Talk about the work that people are trying to do in the face of budget cuts and to keep the arts alive in the city schools.
I want to say thank you for asking that, because anytime that I can spend a moment talking about the dedication that I saw in Roanoke City schools, both by Superintendent Rita Bishop and the school board, and their dedication to the arts and their belief that the arts can change the way students react to all of school. They can change the way students engage in all of their classes, and that argument's being made very loudly. Joanne Steele is a perfect example of a teacher who is teaching those core values of discipline and commitment and encouraging students to have energy about something, and encouraging students to care about something deep. And that kind of commitment and concern develops into all of their other classes. It's a great time in the arts in Roanoke City schools, and you know, I was excited to be a part of it. It's been really great.
And you get to teach some of these kids at the music lab afterwards. So
and also teach at Patrick Henry High School still in the mornings.
You do?
Yeah,
I
do the jazz ensemble there every morning at 7:30, and just finished up our last class today, in fact. And so I still get to teach. I still get to be connected, and of course the music lab connects with those students, predominantly from Roanoke City, but many Roanoke County and Salem and Montgomery County students as well. I mean, it's the best part of what I do, is making sure that students have access to great art.
Got about a minute left, Cyrus, and so I wanted to ask you how important it is for artistic organizations in Roanoke to work together. I know you guys had a presence at Down by the River concerts. You had a music lab stage there, and I saw Dylan there, and you guys help out, I think, with some of the logistics. But how important is it in these times that arts organizations, you know, kind of work together?
Well,
to some extent.
Yeah, well, I mean, like any other business in America, everyone is reevaluating what your core business is and what your core impact is. And in the nonprofit sector, for me, there's only, I guess, one foundational difference between a for-profit business and a not-for-profit business. A for-profit business is going to be evaluated based on the money in and the money out, or money in and product out. And Jefferson Center and other arts institutions are going to be evaluated on the impact that they have in a community. So Jefferson Center and myself and our staff are always looking for opportunities to connect with the things that have the deepest impact, regardless of who it's with, regardless of how it's done, regardless of the support that's necessary. It's our responsibility to continue that impact and make sure it continues to happen.
Okay, we'll have to leave it there. Cyrus Pace, Executive Director of Jefferson Center.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
This is The Interview. I'm Gene Marrano. We'll be right back.